This is the power system I use in my Honda Passport for road trips and car camping. It runs my fridge, charges my phone, laptop, and any other electronics I have. I built it from separate parts for about half the cost of a comparable Jackery. You saw the whole thing, now let me show you what the comparison actually looks like. The heart of the system is this 50 amp hour LiFePO4 battery. At 12.8 volts, that works out to about 640 watt hours of rated capacity. I like this size for car camping. It's small enough to move around without much trouble, but it has enough capacity to run that fridge for several days. I think this particular battery is discontinued, but you can buy a very similar one for about $110. You could build a similar system with another type of deep cycle battery, but LiFePO4 works really well here. It's pretty light and you can use more of its rated capacity than you normally would with a lead acid battery. I'll put links to all these components in the description. I have this fused 12-volt socket wired directly to the battery. It's fused close to the positive terminal to protect the wiring if something had happened to short out. This splitter plugs into the socket and gives me three 12-volt outlets, a USB-C and a USB-A. It also has a small voltage display when it's plugged in. The splitter costs about $16. Most of the time, this is what this system is doing. This fridge is a small Alpacool compressor fridge and holds about 10 liters. I've run this fridge from this battery for more than 48 hours several times, including in weather that was 80 degrees or more. I haven't measured the exact watt hour use. How long it runs is going to depend on the outside temp, fridge setting, how full you have it, and how often it's opened up. What I do know from using it is that 2 days has never been a problem. That really covers most of my trailhead nights and short road trips without charging the battery at all. When I do need to charge, I use this little 5 amp hour charger that plugs into the household outlet that I have in my Passport. It's only powered when the car is turned on and running. 5 amps isn't especially fast, and if I ran the battery down most of the way, I wouldn't expect a short drive to recharge it completely. It does let me replace some of the power the fridge used overnight while I'm driving the next day, and on longer trips it charges the battery no problem. I have a portable 100-watt solar panel too, and I'll be honest, it mostly sits in the garage these days. I'll bring it out when I know I'll be parked somewhere for 3 or 4 days and not have access to power. Last year when we were dispersed camping in Utah, it earned its place by keeping us charged up the whole trip. The panel has its own charge controller so I can connect it directly to the battery. It costs about 110 bucks. I already own the panel for our travel trailer and it works fine with this system too. I recently added this 500-watt inverter. I think it costs about 40 bucks. The inverter converts the battery's 12-volt DC power into household AC power. It came with a 12-volt plug and a set of battery clamps. For a smaller load, I can use the 12-volt plug, but for anything that draws more power, I would connect the inverter directly to the battery with the clamps. This is a modified sine wave inverter rather than a pure sine wave model. A pure sine wave inverter would be my first choice for sensitive electronics, motors, or equipment that specifically requires clean AC power. For occasional laptop charging, I'm comfortable using this. So here's the cost breakdown. These are all current prices, and like I said, I'll put links in the description. The battery is $109.99, the splitter $15.99, and the charger is $45.99. That puts the basic 12-volt system at just under $172. I'm also going to leave the solar panel separate. Adding that brings the whole setup to about $322, but I don't really consider it necessary for the way I normally use this. For comparison, the closest packaged power station I could find was the Jackery Explorer 600 Plus. It has 632 watt hours of capacity. This battery has about 640. The Jackery has an 800-watt pure sine wave inverter. It also has the charger, outlets, USB ports, battery display, and wiring built into one case. Current sale price right now on that is $399, but the regular listed price is $499. Neither price includes a solar panel. So my battery, charger, splitter, and the inverter come to about $212. So at the current sale price, the Jackery costs about $187 more. The Jackery is clearly more convenient. It's one unit. The connections are protected, the display gives you better information, it charges faster. My system has all these separate parts. It takes a little more effort to set up and is not nearly as tidy. The trade-off is cost and a little fussiness. But it also means I can replace one part without replacing the entire system. If the charger fails, I replace the charger. If I decide I want a different inverter, I can change that without touching anything else. And if I ever want more capacity, I've already got a 100 amp hour LiFePO4 battery I can swap in. For the way I use it, this has worked really well. Most of the time, it just runs the fridge and charges my phone. The inverter gives me a way to charge the laptop when I need it. A packaged power station would be easier, no question. I just didn't want to spend almost $200 more to run a small fridge in the back of my Passport. Let me know if you found this useful at all, if you have something similar, or if you run a Jackery or a Blue Eddy or something like that. I'd like to hear your experiences with that too, because who knows, I may switch over to something like that at some point. Thanks for watching.